stay standing. Music. The music. The special. School of Dentistry, class of 2029, and honored guests, you may be seated. Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the West Virginia University School of Dentistry, welcome. My name is Jonathan Abraham, and I serve as the Interim Associate Dean of Dental Admissions, Recruitment, and Access. For all individuals in attendance, it's a true pleasure to be here with you today as we mark the close of Orientation Week and welcome the class of 2029 into the next chapter of their journey, not just as students, but now as future colleagues in the profession of dentistry. As the Interim Associate Dean of Dental Admissions, I've had the privilege of seeing many of you at the very start of this process, when your dreams of a dental career were still forming, your applications were just being submitted, and your potential was beginning to shine through. And now, standing here today, I see that potential becoming something real, something tangible, and something powerful. This professionalism assembly is more than a symbolic formality. Yes, it serves as a launching point into your first semester of dental education, but it's also a moment to pause and recognize the responsibility that comes with the future title of doctor, and with the trust that your patients will eventually place in you. Today is not just about celebrating how far you've come in your academic career. It's about affirming the standards you will hold yourselves to as clinicians, as scholars, as patient advocates, and members of a healthcare team. At this moment, I want to remind you of the pledge you're about to make, a pledge to conduct yourselves in a professional, ethical, and courteous manner at all times, both on and off of this campus. You will commit to upholding the high standards set forth by the American Dental Association's principles of ethics and code of professional conduct. As dentists in training, you will pledge to acquire the knowledge and skills necessary to fulfill your educational competencies honestly and diligently. You will strive to preserve the trust and well-being of your patients by always placing their needs ahead of your own and dedicating yourselves to lifelong learning for the welfare of others. Professionalism is not a single act. It's a commitment, a daily commitment to integrity, to empathy, to an unending quest for knowledge, and to respect for all those we serve. It's how you show up daily for your patients, for your peers, and for yourself. You have earned your seat in this class, and we are honored to now walk beside you as educators, as mentors, and as future colleagues. On that note, it is my distinct honor to introduce a leader who exemplifies the highest standards of service, integrity, and professionalism, values that are at the very heart of today's assembly. Dr. Stephen Pashuta has served as the Dean of the West Virginia University School of Dentistry since June of 2021. A proud member of the WVU School of Dentistry class of 1985, Dr. Pashuta brings more than 3 decades of distinguished leadership experience in both military and healthcare settings. He retired as a Rear Admiral after 32 years of service in the United States Navy. Dr. Pashuta earned his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree from WVU in 1985 and then completed a residency in comprehensive dentistry at the Naval Postgraduate Dental School. He holds a Master of Science degree in Health Sciences from the George Washington University and a Master of Arts degree in Bioethics and Health Policy from Loyola University in Chicago. He is board certified by the American Board of General Dentistry. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Dean of the WVU School of Dentistry, Dr. Stephen Pashuta. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon and welcome. I want to extend a really special welcome to the class of 2029. This, as John mentioned, this is a real milestone in your professional career. I also want to take an opportunity to welcome your family and your friends and all of those who took time out of their schedules to be a part of today's ceremony for you. I'd also like to take an opportunity to recognize a couple of folks on the podium who are going to speak with you here shortly. First is Dr. Clay Marsh. Clay is the Chancellor and the Executive Dean for Health Sciences at West Virginia University. And Dr. Matt Stump. Matt is the President-elect of the West Virginia University School of Dentistry Alumni Association. Also joining us is Dr. Elizabeth Gow. You know Elizabeth well, and Dr. Valerie Perrine. Valerie serves as our Executive Dean for Education and Student Affairs. Today, as I said, it marks a significant milestone in your life journey. You are not starting a job. You are committing your life to a profession of service in healthcare. Several of my favorite topics to discuss are professionalism, ethics, and character. I also think that many of you are accustomed to me using my life experiences, my time in the Navy, along with many of my professional reads, to tell a story or a narrative every time I have an opportunity to mark. One of my favorite authors and leaders is retired General Stanley McChrystal. He is probably best known for his leadership in special operations and counterinsurgency during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. He also served as the commander of the Joint Special Operations Command. He's written a number of books. His most recent book, which was published in May, is entitled On Character, Choices That Define a Life. So, character and choices, again, two of my favorite things to talk about. I was immediately drawn to the title. On Character is divided into 3 segments or 3 parts. Conviction, what we believe, and how we enforce those beliefs form the foundation of our character. Discipline is our ability to follow through on how our behaviors provide a connection to our convictions and character. And third is character itself. That essential structure of our lives that guide what we are willing to tolerate and what we are not willing to tolerate. I found one section of the book particularly powerful, and please allow me to quote for just a moment. The challenge to become is difficult, but not complicated. An individual begins with character, a foundation of ethics, values, and behaviors that underpin their approach to life and develops skills that allows them to succeed. If their character and profession are aligned, there is no conflict between values and eventual success. But things are rarely that straightforward. and we find ourselves pulled between what we desire to be and what actually works. Simplified, it is the end justifies the means conundrum. We often can't be all that we want to be without departing from the character we aspire to cultivate. That ends the quote. And therein lies the challenge. Departing from the character we aspire to cultivate. And the book goes on to talk about how you depart or deviate and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, or what's tolerable and what's not tolerable. Character and its journey in our life is never easy or simple. We learn primarily from observing others, and if you are extremely fortunate, from a handful of close and trusted mentors. In the end, defining character and how we choose to navigate that journey is singularly up to each one of us. And you all will all begin that journey today. You actually started it on Wednesday. One more quote from a Navy Admiral, James Stockdale, who was shot down and held prisoner of war in brutal captivity for over 7 years, was once quoted in an interview. I think character is permanent and issues are transient. That's a powerful statement if you think about taking it in the context of his experience in his life. One final note on choices. It has been said that we make over 30,000 choices a day. The vast, vast majority are unconscious and relatively inconsequential and routine to our overall life. In thinking about the significant professional choices that I made, college or not, it was definitely not certain that I was going to college. Dental school or not, it was definitely certain that I was not going to dental school. And the Navy or not. That's only 3 out of many. But those were significant, conscious choices that I made that shaped my life. Each and every one of you will make very similar choices. For some, ethics and professionalism are a spectator sport, and they hope that their team wins. Getting in the game and actually making a difference in the outcome requires significant moral courage, personal commitment, and character. It is a contact sport. I challenge each and every one of you to engage, and you will make a difference in your life, and especially in the lives of those entrusted to your care. So once again, welcome to the class of 2029. Welcome to your families. Thank you all for being here and being a part of today's ceremony. It's now my pleasure to welcome my good friend, colleague, and Dr. Clay Marsh. Clay has been one of the single strongest supporters that our School of Dentistry has had. We are able to do the things that we do today because of Clay's leadership and Clay's unwavering support of our School of Dentistry, the professions of healthcare, and West Virginia University Health Sciences Center. Clay?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, this is a really wonderful ceremony. And I also want to congratulate our class of 2029. It is so challenging to reach this point. And I think what you'll recognize is that you finished one journey to get here, but you're starting a new journey as a professional. And I couldn't be prouder of you. I want to recognize and thank Dean Pashuta and the wonderful leadership group up here. Please help me recognize them. And Dr. Stump and the Dental Alumni Association. And I'd also like to recognize any of our faculty or teachers. Please stand up and be recognized who are here with us in the audience. And congratulations to parents and family and friends. I know that you guys are bursting with pride. And I'm going to keep my comments pretty brief. You said about 35 minutes? I'll be much shorter than that. But what I'd like to share with you guys, or at least some of my own observations and some data that talks about not only how you can be the most successful professional, but more importantly, how you can be the most successful person. Because behind every professional, there is a person that has their goals and their ambitions and their likes and their dislikes and their happiness and their sadnesses. And it's, I think, important for us to make sure that we are helping you not only become the best dentist that you possibly can be, but help you to become the most capable person that you're able to be. And I feel like that is a really sacred responsibility for us. And so what I'm going to talk about in the next 3 or 4 minutes, actually applies to everyone here, including me. So the Sufi poet Rumi, who I quite like, said, "Yesterday I was clever and wanted to change the world. Today I am wise and decided to change myself." So when you look at people that live really long and well over a bunch of different studies, whether it's the Blue Zone study of people that 5 places in the world, people live really long and well, the Harvard Grant study, the longevity study, they say the same thing. They say the single most important driver of you living long and well is the strength and the maintenance of your relationships. It's about the people that you love and the people that love you. It's about your ability to create community, to create family, to understand that instead of going like this, if things get hard, we should be going like this. And in fact, for all of you in the class of 2029, and that sounds like a long time from now, my goodness, but for all of you, the game has changed. You're no longer in competition mode. You're now in collaboration mode. You're in support mode. Help each other. You will have some of the best friends that you will ever have in this class. And I still have that from my medical school class when I graduated here in 1985 as well. So number one, make strong relationships and nurture them and stay connected. And we know that Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, said the biggest epidemic that we had during the time of COVID was the epidemic of loneliness and social isolation. He thought that that was the most important, and we are less connected to each other today more than we've been in the last 100 years because we're stuck in our own portals, our own screens, our own houses. So make sure that you connect with each other. The second important lesson from all of these studies is that it's really important to have a purpose, a why, a reason to get up in the morning. And certainly to help and to serve others is incredibly powerful. The Dalai Lama said that the only 2 ways that he believes we can experience sustained joy as a person is the recognition of the deep interconnection between all people. Now, you know that in quantum physics, which is an advanced science that doesn't require us to be able to sense things with our ears, our nose, our touch, our sight, our smell, it is beyond that, that 2 particles that are connected and separated over any space and any time remain intimately connected and respond when one is activated, the other responds faster than the speed of light and does it every time. Nobel Prize awarded in 2023 for this. So the Dalai Lama said, the 2 pathways to joy, the recognition of the deep interconnection between all people and all things. And the second thing is service to others. Service to others, selfless service. And in fact, as professionals, the most privileged thing we get to do is we get to help others. We get to help people who are nervous and scared and perhaps feel threatened. And you can be not only a great technical partner for that person, but you can also be a great personal source of empathy and a source of compassion and a source of kindness. And I think that that capability is something that all of us up here would say is the greatest privilege that we get to do. And we get an additional great privilege is we get to help mentor and teach and help you to grow to your potential. And seeing that happen in each class, starting with today in the class's growth, and watching what happens over the next 4 years is really nothing short of extraordinary. The third thing that's really important is to maintain a positive mindset as much as you can. Henry Ford, who created the Ford automobile, said, "If you think you can't, or if you think you can, you're right." And we know that people that have high levels of gratitude and understand how lucky we are. So I'm a critical care physician, and I have been with a lot of people who have died. And I'll tell you, when people are dying, there's very little talk about the next promotion or how much salary you're getting. There's a lot of talk about one more meal with your family, one more day outside, one more opportunity to feel the wind at your face and the sun at your back. We have that opportunity every single day, and we almost never take advantage of it. And we know from sages like Eckhart Tolle and many others that being in the moment is so important. And staying here and appreciating and having your eyes open and really seeing, because miracles happen every second and happen in multitudes, but only if we can see them. So appreciating your life and appreciating the quality of opportunity you get to help people and to experience things. Listen to music next time and really listen to it, or see a flower and really see it, makes all the difference. And I would just say for you as a class, you're all extremely talented people. And that is something that is evident because you're here. But we want you to not only be successful in your profession, but we want you to love yourself and take care of yourself. And that means that you need to take some time to get some sleep and eat good food and stay active, exercise. But importantly, don't see each other as your enemy, see each other as your friend and family. And if you do that, you will do well on both ends. So for class of 2029, Godspeed, good luck, and we are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see how you continue to grow.
Thank you, Dr. Marsh. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Dr. Matthew Stump, 2011 and 2012 graduate of the West Virginia University School of Dentistry and current president-elect of the WVU School of Dentistry Alumni Association. Dr. Stump.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Matthew Stump, as Dr. Abraham said, and I am a 2011 graduate of the WVU School of Dentistry and current vice president of the Dental School Alumni Association Board of Governors. It's truly an honor and privilege to welcome you and your families here today to the beginning of your journey into one of the most rewarding, humbling, and impactful professions, dentistry. You are stepping into a field where science meets art, where technical skill meets deep compassion, and where every patient encounter is a chance to not only restore health, but to restore confidence, trust, and connection in someone's life. Let's talk about one of the most important components of this journey, professionalism. Being a dental professional means showing up not just with knowledge and skill, but with integrity, humility, and a commitment to doing what is right, even when no one is watching. Your reputation begins now. It will be built on small decisions you make every day. Showing up on time, staying curious, treating your peers and patients with respect, owning your mistakes with grace and maturity. Let us also talk about compassion. It's very easy to get caught up in clinical checklists and procedural precision. But never forget, behind every mouth is a whole person. Remember this mantra and you will go far. We treat people, not teeth. You'll meet patients who are anxious, vulnerable, or carrying stories you can't see. Let your care be gentle. Let your words be kind. The moments you take to listen, to empathize, and to reassure, those are the moments your patients will remember far more than the fillings, extractions, or veneers you do for them. Relationships will carry you. This journey isn't one you walk alone. Your classmates will become your colleagues, your closest friends, and your support system. Invest in those relationships. Celebrate each other's successes. Lean on each other in the tough moments, and always remember, the people around you are not your competition. They're your community. This path requires strong work ethic. Dentistry demands excellence, but it's earned one late night, one early morning, one lab session at a time. Some days will feel overwhelming. Some days you'll question if you're good enough. The answer is you are. Stay committed, stay disciplined, and keep showing up. But let's not forget joy. Don't postpone it until graduation, until you open your practice, or until you master that perfect crown prep. Find joy now in your first patient interaction, your first successful impression, your first moment of I did that. Find joy in the laughter with your classmates, the growth in your failures, and the quiet confidence that builds with each step forward. And remember, this career is the lifelong learning journey. Graduation won't be the end of your education, just the end of the beginning. Stay curious, stay open. Our field is evolving every day, and you will evolve with it, not just as a clinician, but as a human being. Ultimately, this profession is about purpose. You are choosing a career where your hands and your heart can make a real difference. That's a privilege, and it's also a calling. Steve Jobs once said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." And I know you have found it. So as you begin this journey, I encourage you to embrace the process, not just the destination. Show up with purpose, stay grounded in compassion, and lean into the hard days. Celebrate the little wins and never stop learning, growing, and becoming the best version of yourself. We are so proud to welcome you. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the incredible impact you will make. Over the course of this journey, you'll discover the deep importance of giving back to your school, to your community, and to the profession. You'll carry with you the call to leave people and places better off than when you found them, which leads me to standing here today. The WVU School of Dentistry Alumni Association is a fantastic organization. We will sponsor many endeavors during your time here. We will help create a network for you to embrace that will help you once your time here is over. But most importantly, we are here for you now to be your support. We want to see you thrive. We know how tough it is. We have all lived through it. And we know as difficult as it is, it will be well worth it. Welcome to dentistry, and welcome to the #1 dental school. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stump, for those wonderful words of encouragement. To accentuate what these esteemed professionals before me have stated, professionalism is not a single act. It is a commitment. It is how you show up daily. And as the class who's been with me for the past 3 days likely knows, I have another motivational quote for you. This one's from Aristotle. "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." It's now time to make professionalism a habit. I will welcome School of Dentistry professor and longtime member of the admissions committee to lead the School of Dentistry class of 2029 and their pledge of professionalism, Dr. Elizabeth Gao.
Well, thank you, everybody, to be here. And this is going to be the first testament of how this class is united, okay? Because they just met 2 days ago, and they were a little bit scared of each other. I can see from this morning's interaction with them. So hopefully, they will do a great job, okay? This is my choir, and can you all rise? So we're going to all read it together. As a student dentist in I pledge to conduct myself in a professional Yay, did they do a good job? Yay. Okay. All right, so I will have most of them seated except the first row. So they will be coming up to the podium and sign the Pledge of Professionalism. Orion Abu, Kuwait City, Kuwait. Ali Albert, Sassenburg, Pennsylvania. Hannah Atasi, Charleston, West Virginia. Elias Bakubi, Washington, D.C. Evelyn Bastine, Charleston, West Virginia. Eli Blake, Charleston, West Virginia. Jonathan Cook, Somersville, West Virginia. Caden Cox, Oak Hill, West Virginia. Aubrey Custer, Charleston, West Virginia. Olivia Giesler, Hillsville, Virginia. Ava Hall, Scott Depot, West Virginia. Wyatt Henshaw, Taste Valley, West Virginia. Beta Helwani, owner, West Virginia. Kendall Hogarth, Baltimore, Maryland. Dylan Huynh, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Jake Kalaski, Charleston, West Virginia. His brother, Joseph Kalaski, Charleston, West Virginia. Clay Lostetter, Beckley, West Virginia. Angelo Menzo, Fairmont, West Virginia. Luke Markowitz, Erie, Pennsylvania. Madison Martinez, Salem, Virginia. Clay Martino, Bridgeport, West Virginia. Now, this is his twin brother, Kobe Martino, Bridgeport, West Virginia. Sierra Marie Miller, Wardensville, West Virginia. Clarita Murphy, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Julia Newsom, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Luke Pintai, Bridgeport, West Virginia. Lucy Powers, Morgantown, West Virginia. Avery Price, Lebanon, Virginia. Lillian Robbins, Cabot Bridge, West Virginia. Lema Salmin, Kuwait City, Kuwait. Maria Salon, Beckley, West Virginia. Hunter Schaefer, Morgantown, West Virginia. Jake Subert, Raleigh, North Carolina. Peyton Shantholz, Short Gap, West Virginia. Jake Smith, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Emily Snee, Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. Cambria Stetson, Eldersburg, Maryland. Victoria Sturm, Clarksburg, West Virginia. Autumn Trent, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Gianna Viarelli, Delran, New Jersey. Gage Vincent, Sutton, West Virginia. Maya Weatherby, Corey, Pennsylvania. Jaden White, Rochester, New York. Drake Williams, Bridgeport, West Virginia. Madison Wills, Fayetteville, West Virginia. Isaac Yonetta, Fairmont, West Virginia. All right, so what you can see, we are here represented by 7 states and 2 countries. What a great diversity here. Yeah, so I really think they need an applause, right? Yeah. All right, so in closing, I invite Dean Prosciutto.
So let's have one more really well-deserved round of applause for our class of 2029. So once again, I would like to thank all of you for joining us today for this very special ceremony to recognize our class of 2029. They don't get where they are without the support of the families and the friends that are here today. So let's give our families and friends a really big round of applause. Well done. So I have a couple of housekeeping things that I would like to do. When we exit today, I would ask you to let the class go. We're going to take a few pictures of the class, and then we're also going to have a reception immediately following in the pylons area. I also want to extend a really special thank you to Dr. Abraham, to Jonah, and to Chastity for their work, the art admissions team, getting you all here, but also with the ceremony today. Let's give our admissions team a really big round of applause. Thanks, Jonah. I don't know where Chastity is, but thank you all. John, thank you. Okay, with that, I'm going to step aside and we'll ask the class, do we process out? Okay, all right, I will turn it back over to them. Thank you all very much. See you outside.